This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row, all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults. With 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute and available lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Hey, it's Kim Komando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to komando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. All right, I always like to kick things off with something interesting. And we're going to start with these terms. So you have like FOMO. We all know what that is, right?
Yes.
Fear of missing out. Okay. There's FOJI, F-O-J-I. You don't know what that is? F-O-J-I?
Fear of jumping in?
Fear of joining in. You're close. You're close. Slow-mo. Anybody?
Slow motion's all I got.
Yeah, me
Being
too.
slow and missing out.
Okay.
Slow-mo. Okay.
That's a stretch.
Okay. Now there's FOBO. FOBO.
B?
Fear of
Phobo?
buying out?
Fear of being obsolete.
Oh, well, being human.
Are you okay?
I just kicked over my water bottle.
Is there FOBO is fear of breaking something on
Are
set?
you okay?
I'm good.
Okay. This just kind of, I mean, we're not going to rewind or anything. We just want to make sure everything's great. Everything's great. Okay, so FOBO, the fear of being obsolete, that's what people are now suffering from because of what? AI, artificial intelligence.
Oh, their job.
Yeah, so now we have FOBO. Remember, like YOLO?
You only live once.
Exactly. So now we have FOBO, kind of the whole thing. And
You
on
only
that-
are employed once. Oh, they have to take your job.
Well, not necessarily because, well, I mean, you're back.
Yes.
Right? I mean, what's going on?
It's Ed.
Well, I
You
mean-
tried a computer, it didn't work, I'm back.
Exactly. Well, on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kim Komando Today. It's our Friday podcast, a little bit different than our Monday through Friday podcast because that's, of course, the Kim Komando Show. And on Fridays, we like to have fun and we like to talk about all things digital. And yes, that voice may be familiar to some of you. That's, of course, Andrew Babinski.
Yes.
Hello there, Andrew.
You still remember my name. I'm so proud of you.
Where have you been? What happened to you? Just stop coming to work.
Down the street, working in another place.
I know. You got that tremendous opportunity.
Yes.
And you went, Kim, Beth.
Well,
Beth,
yes,
Kim,
I did that, but I
Kim,
tried to do
Beth.
it through email so we didn't have to make eye contact.
And I thought, that really hurt me. I was like, oh my gosh. It was like the one time somebody quit, they sent me a FedEx.
That's bold, and you're paying money to quit. That's just stupid, actually.
But no, we're so honored and flattered that you're joining us here on the podcast.
Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate being invited.
And then we have, of course, our amazing content queen, Ali Seligman. And Ali is in charge of all things digital as far as with all the newsletters and the websites and good things
Pretty
like that.
important.
And so, Ali, what do you have coming up?
It's time to update basically everything you own, all of your devices. So you two are going to want to get, your phones, your computers, your everything. All those need to be updated. And then always, never fails to shock me, people love printer tips. Every time we write about them, we get so much feedback. And so I thought, you know what?
Printers.
I'm gonna take the printers to the podcast. Let's do this. Let's see if it works for our podcast people.
And then what do you have coming up? What's interesting?
Remember we used to do a segment called Brand New or Not True?
Yes.
I have a perfect candidate for Brand New and Not True.
But it's real.
It's real. It is. I don't have any of the not trues. This is 100% real.
Okay, good.
And then, are you a TikTok user?
Not really.
I think it is the world's most powerful search engine. I absolutely love TikTok, and I have a TikTok tip.
Well, we're thinking about getting into TikTok.
Okay.
I mean, try it.
It's good. 7-8 years late, but it's good.
I've been a little busy, okay? Just a little busy in my life. All right, we like to start with the news, because
Sure.
I know you're new here. And I don't know if you know this, but in Alaska, it's Fat Bear Week.
Of course.
Fat Bear Week, okay? And
What is that?
Fat Bear Week is when all the salmon go rush and I mean, all the bears go to go get the salmon.
Okay.
Okay. And then they set up these camps all around the state park so that people who are not in Alaska can participate in Fat Bear Week.
All right.
Okay. Well, what's interesting about this is that with this Fat Bear Week, so people are like hanging on the cams, watching all the bears eat the salmon and everything, is that one guy goes up to the cam and he mouths, "Help me." Yeah, that's right. It was like a human being in the middle of all these bears, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So now everybody in the chat room is like going, what's going on with this guy standing in front of all the bears mouthing, "Help me," and giving the thumbs down. Well, apparently he was in distress.
He was?
Yes.
For reals?
For reals. And the people in the chat room, reached out to the state park ranger and said, there's a guy on Fat Bear Week, and he's not a bear, and he needs help.
He's not a bear.
He's not eating any salmon, not covered in fur. We think he needs help.
And he has no lemon on him, right? No capers, nothing like that. And so, they went in and they saved the guy's life.
Look at that.
See, that's Fat Bear Week. See, now you know these things, okay?
Life-saving.
And speaking of bears, what do you call a bear with no teeth? What do you call
It's a joke.
There's always a joke, Andrew. Welcome.
I don't know, Kim. What do you call a bear with no teeth?
A gummy bear. Oh. Okay, so now we have bad news, Allie.
Okay.
Every once in a while she comes in with good news, but I know today it's bad news.
Yeah, basically, you're SOL unless you update everything that you have, all of your tech. The big one to start with is Windows. There are 2 0-day vulnerabilities. I see that face, Andrew. That basically means hackers are using these flaws right now to do things like take over your computer, aka a really big deal, right?
Okay.
Anytime there's 0 day.
That's important stuff.
Yes.
Fat Bear Week, 0 day. I'm getting all of this.
Yeah, you're getting caught up. So Windows, if you have a Windows computer, update it. There is a 0 day in Adobe Acrobat. Great. You just thought you were opening PDFs, and no, they can also take over your computer that way. If you have it, update it. Another 0 day. I kid you not. This is in Chrome, which most people have and use on their computers. So update Chrome. One thing that's nice about browsers, if you just close it down and then restart it, it updates. You don't actually have to go through the menu and do it. So, I don't know, restart your computer.
So it's more like 0 half hour than a full day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Apple has one too. So if you are on the old iOS 17 is coming very soon. Right now, if you're on 16...
I have it already.
Do you?
Yes.
Kim's a beta user. She's
Yes.
always got it.
Fancy.
Yeah. If you have 16, update it. If you have an old phone and you're on 15, update that too because there's a new security patch. Once again, 0 days. Apple never says what's going on because
But it's bad.
they don't want people to know about it. But basically, this one is someone could send you an image that could then let them take over.
See, now that was interesting to me because normally Apple says, oh, you know what, if you have like an iPhone 8 or 10, you're like a nobody to us because we want you to buy all the new stuff. But this is so bad that they actually said, okay, we know that you have these older phones. We're going to go ahead and fix it so you don't
So
get taken
all you have to do is view the image?
Yeah.
Yeah, get sent. Yeah.
Thank God I have no friends.
That's it.
I'm good.
So that is for, don't think it's just new iPhones. You're right, Kim. If you have a 6, a 7, or an SE, update your phone. And one more, if you have an Asus router, 3 of them have, wait for this, critical remote code execution bugs. Again, someone could get
That's
into
a
your
bad
whole
thing.
network.
Oh, okay. Thank
If you have an Asus router, update it. All right, so everyone's got their list. Go update all your stuff.
You have to go update.
Yeah.
What kind of phone do you have?
iPhone something, 12?
Update it.
Okay, right now?
Yeah.
No, we're busy. Okay, so now we used to do brand new or not true.
Correct.
And I kept doing it on the show for
Did
a while.
you? After I left?
And then I started doing Am I the A-hole?
Oh, well, would you like me to answer that?
No! The Reddit forum, you
Oh,
ding
that's
dong.
right, yes.
God, don't you have to go back to work at KZ right now? Isn't that it? So you have something similar to that?
Yes, we used to do brand new and not true, where we'd have 2 fake products and 1 real product, and all of them were as ridiculous as another. Now, I'm sure you guys all use the Windows Home Assistant, right?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Love it.
You don't use Alexa, you don't
No,
use Google
it's
Home.
Windows.
Yeah.
Absolutely, everyone does. I don't even know what it's called, but I'm sure everyone uses
Say Cortana.
That's it. Very good. So they're putting Cortana and a camera and a microphone inside of a backpack.
Why?
Because your phone is all the way at your waist.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be reaching
No,
down,
that's
getting
tough.
through your
That's too hard.
pocket.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be on the straps of a backpack where you can speak to your assistant, take pictures on the go. Because I know when I'm out hiking, I always see people in Arizona wearing backpacks. Because that's what you want to do.
So you just say like Cortana, take a picture?
Yes, and then it would take the... You're actually excited about this.
No, I'm not. I
Okay,
think
good.
this is so dumb.
It's ridiculous. You don't need artificial intelligence in your backpack. Now, the story that I read said they're probably not going to make it because that it's not that a good idea, it's because every single one of Microsoft's products flops.
I know. It's so sad. But they've tried so many times.
So many.
But somehow they just keep making more money, though. I mean, you know what? Okay, they did a home run with Bing.
Yeah, I Bing all the time.
Okay.
If I'm not asking Jeeves, I am Binging something.
Okay, but imagine if they called it Bang.
Yeah, well.
Okay, I banged.
Hey, did you bang that thing about your kid's school?
Or some guy could get in there and like say, I banged Emma Watson last night.
Exactly. Sure you did.
Yeah, sure. Now, but if that AI camera assistant, let's think about this. I mean, if that camera assistant was, say, like for you, like
right.
this hot chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I mean, okay, and then she would be hiking along with you, and then you could say, take a photo.
I mean, still, it's on my backpack straps.
Oh, you don't want the girl on your back.
Yeah.
No. You don't
It's
want that.
looking this way.
Yeah.
But
Are you proposing like a robot situation? What's happening
Did you
here?
think my backpack would jump off, run in front, tell us to say cheese, and take the picture?
You know what? They came up with Clippy, so
Yeah, that's true.
true.
you know.
Clippy was the first AI.
That's
that
true.
really didn't do anything, but was the first AI.
You know, I watched a video with the guy who invented Clippy.
And there's a video about him?
Yeah, and he's very proud of it.
Well, I mean, we know about it. It has a pop culture relevance.
Yeah, it's true.
It
Yeah.
lasted this long.
They're bringing it back. I don't know if you know this.
They're bringing
real.
Clippy back?
Yes, I'm not making that up. They are. They're bringing it back. All right. How much is the AI backpack?
Well, it's not invented. It's just a patent that Windows has put out, but it would probably be, the way things are priced right now, $36,000.
Exactly. All right, on that happy note, coming up, I'm going to tell you about how you can get captions for any phone or video or or app, whatever you're doing. We're also going to talk to you about how you can listen to YouTube videos and then how you can scroll fast through your TikTok videos.
Yes.
And of course, now, we always do a joke at the end. You're on joke duty.
Joke right now?
No, not now, at the end.
Oh, I got it. I'm ready. I talked to my 5-year-old before I came here, and she gave me her favorite joke.
Oh, wonderful.
Scale of 1 to 10. Well, it is your daughter. You're going to say it's pretty good.
It's 36.
Excellent. Okay, stay right where you are.
Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what's my checking account routing number?
And this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
And this.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries last month?
And that's just the beginning. Do you, Fargo? You can. In the Wells Fargo mobile app. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Terms and conditions apply. Your mobile carrier's availability and message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
All right, we're so happy that you're here joining us for Kim Komando today. But if you're not getting the whole experience, I want you to join over 600,000 folks who get our free newsletters. You can sign up right now over at getkim.com. And every day, less than 5 minutes, in the morning you get the tech news, and in the afternoon you get the tech hacks. And I write most of it. Well, most of it I do write, of course, with Ali Seligman. She's always here. And why should they get the newsletters, Al?
Because it's 5 minutes and you know exactly what's going on in the tech world. You get some tricks that are going to make life easier. And then, really because you get to support us.
Exactly. So again, sign up right now at GetKim. And if you are already signed up, check that referral link. And if you start sharing that referral link, you can, you can put it on all your social media, your next door. You can put it on a sign and spit it on the corner. I don't care. But whoever gets the most referrals is going to win a $1,200 Windows or Apple computer. So it's totally up to you. Again, getkim.com. All right, now, Andrew, since you're new, this is part of the podcast and the show where we like to pass along some great tips.
Yes,
okay.
I'm ready.
So, there's always that person in your life. Okay, think about it. Who do you know that says, oh, they always turn up those darn commercials?
No, everyone over the age of 50.
Okay, yeah. But in reality, they don't really turn up
don't.
No, they don't. What they do is they boost up the dialogue over the music, but it still sounds
loud.
better. Okay. And so now we're all streaming. Okay. What are you streaming? What are you watching now?
I use Hulu and YouTube.
And what are you watching?
On YouTube, I watch 2 British comedy shows.
And what do you
love
get?
it. Right now, I'm really in cooking show land. So Top Chef.
Oh,
it's kind of my
and baking.
My go-to.
I know you like to bake a lot.
I do.
Well, now when you're listening to any type of streaming show, what happens is that track. We have 8 tracks, 16 tracks. What they do is they have to bring it all down to 1 track. And smush it all down. That's technical.
It is.
They smush it all down. And then, so that this way, no matter if you're on a fast connection or slow connection,
Makes sense.
And that's the reason why not only boomers and Gen Xers and millennials, but now Gen Zers have been turning on the closed captioning. That's right. Ian, you know, my son.
Yes.
He actually turns on closed captioning. And I'm like,
does he yell at you, turn it up?
Cam, give me a beer. Hey, I'm your mom. You sit your butt down, okay? So what you want to do is get into your accessibility settings, and then you can find live captions. And so no matter what you're watching, it will slap those captions right up.
Can you do reading and watching at the same time? I struggle with it.
No, you know what? That's how you're going to teach the kids how to read now.
Oh,
you just have
tell Daddy what Oprah's saying.
Exactly. So that's something that you can use and take with you and make a difference in your life. Right?
Oh, it's an absolute difference.
That's
You're changing the world, Beth.
I know, I am. I'm so happy about it. All right, Allie, you're up next.
Do you ever have, a stupid thing I do all the time is I start a YouTube video and then think, I just want to listen to this, I don't want to watch it, and I turn off my phone screen, and then the video stops because that's how YouTube works. I do this so often that at this point I realize, like, okay, I need to solve this issue. There are some ways around it. One, you can pay for YouTube Premium. That is $20 a month. No. I mean, if you really want it, go for it, but not for me. You can set up picture-in-picture mode on your phone. You do this in the settings. I'm not going to go through all the steps because it's boring. We'll put it on the website. But basically, you can set it up so that it pops out into its own little thing outside of the YouTube app. You can turn off your screen and still hear the sound.
Nice.
Lovely. It does not work with music videos, so you can't listen to music this way.
That's because they want you to pay for YouTube Music.
Yes, they do.
So they won't allow that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
The other trick you can do, even easier, don't need to go into your settings or download anything new. Just watch the YouTube video, not in the app itself, but in your phone's browser. And then it still plays.
Oh,
okay.
That's tricky.
Hey,
Yes.
look at that.
I'm going to use that.
Changing lives.
More than live captioning.
I'm not using Kim's, but I'm going to use that.
You know, I will say, if you watch a show with accents that are a little hard to understand, the captions can be quite helpful.
Oh, like Outlander.
There you go.
Never understand that. Did you watch Outlander?
No, I didn't.
Kim loves it.
I heard it was a lot of nudity, so maybe I should.
Yeah, that's the main appeal, I think. Yeah.
Speaking of listening, how many ears does Captain Kirk have? How many ears?
How many ears?
Does
Two.
Captain-
Just two.
No, a left ear and a right ear, and the final frontier.
I'm feeling much better about my joke at the end of the show.
It's a 37.
It's from your 5-year-old daughter. Great. All right. Okay, so give us a great tip.
All right, so I use TikTok. Like I said, it's the world's best search engine. I normally use it for cooking or instructive things, but there's a couple people I like to follow. One is this woman who does real estate. And she basically, her whole theme of her channel is, I'm going to show you amazing properties that are really cheap in places that no one lives around the country. Okay. So she'll find this 4,000 square foot home in northern Pennsylvania, and she'll show every single detail of it. And at the end, you get to find out it's only $118,000.
Oh, nice.
Well, I don't want to see all the details. I don't care about the tile or the paint color. You just want how many cabinets. I just want the price. So I looked up on how to fast forward on a TikTok video. And all you have to do is take your thumb and press on the left side of the screen, and it immediately double plays any TikTok video you're watching. 2 times speed.
I didn't know you could do that.
All you have to, and you know, we all sit there and we scroll. You don't have to move much. You just take your thumb from here to the left side, and you're done.
Aside from the real estate, what's in your feed on
It's
TikTok?
a lot of cooking,
Okay.
a lot of sports. This time of year, my sports has turned all into sports gambling. I've learned more about sports gambling in the last 60 days.
What? I was looking at our text messages, and it was like 2 years ago. I was like on DraftKings, and you gave me a whole bunch of things to
They're
play.
probably all lost.
And I lost every single one.
Yeah, I'm awful.
I was like, oh my God, Andrew. You didn't, not even $5 did I win.
No, but a lot of cooking. I think TikTok and cooking are
Okay, give us
perfect
something
marriage.
that you've cooked.
I have cooked a Cuban steak with this black rice
Oh, yum.
and potatoes with an onion sauce. And the onion sauce was so simple. It's just onions, butter, and thyme. And you put that over the top of...
You put butter
It's
on
the butter.
anything, okay?
Yes, but the thyme is what's important.
I see.
Because I like to fast cook. I like to grill. But you just let this slow and low. It's amazing food. Cuban food is really good.
Cuban rice.
It is
Yes, that black rice. I can't remember what it's called right now. But it's great.
But as a matter of fact, I was ordering the groceries this morning, and it's frozen Cuban rice.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I forget who makes it, but it's like some organic thing, you know me. And so it's like, but it's rice and beans and some peppers and it's, so good.
I want to move to Cuba except for the whole government thing.
That's
but
the
the
problem.
food is great.
But they have great cars.
Oh, yes. If you love the 1950s.
I think, yes. All right, coming up, we have a boss's weird way of hiring. Allie's got some cool stuff you can do with your printer. Oh, we're going to be so excited for that. And Andrew has the joke at the end, so stay right where you are.
I'm ready.
Get cash for clothes at Plato's Closet in North Charleston and West Ashley. It's so easy. Recycle, earn cash, repeat. We pay cash on the spot for your trendy, gently used clothing, shoes, and accessories. At Plato's Closet, we buy all seasons, all day, every day. It's time to clean out your closet and cash in. Bring in your denim, graphic tees, athletic wear, shoes, handbags, and more. Sell your styles to Plato's Closet for cash. Then, do it again. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Hey, just want to let you know, this is not the Kim Komando show. Not the Kim Komando show.
Where am I?
Well, this is the Kim Komando Today podcast.
Oh, okay.
But you're in the Kim Komando Show studios. And we let you back in.
I know. I had to go through 6 security clearances, but I finally got through.
I know. That last one was...
Body cavity searches, body cavity searches.
We had to do it.
I understand.
You look like you liked it.
It's 2023. I did.
I was watching the video. I was like, he's got a smile on his face. Just getting you ready to come into the studio.
I am very loose. I'll just tell you. I'm ready for the show.
Perfect. All right. So there's this guy. He works for, let me see what company it is. Xero. It's an accounting software company.
Okay.
And so he brings people in for a real honest-to-goodness interview. Mm-hmm. And each and every person, he says, would you like a cup of coffee? Now, if the person says no to the cup of coffee, he thinks there's something wrong with them. Like there's something weird.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. Okay. And if he gives the person, and the person says, yes, I'll have the cup of coffee. Okay. He thinks, okay, well, that's good. Right? Now, let's say the interview's over. What should that person do with that coffee cup, according to this guy?
Is it a disposable cup?
Nope.
Oh. I would ask, what do you want me to do with the coffee? Do I bring it to a kitchen? Is there a card I can put it on?
Okay.
That's what I would do as well. Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't. I would just leave it there.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't need a job, though, so that's important.
That's the big difference.
It's a key.
Yeah.
If the person doesn't get up and say, how can I wash this cup?
Oh, similar.
He won't hire them. So now he's going viral. People are going that's stupid. Other people say oh, it shows a great follow through.
I think ruling them out because they don't want the coffee is the mistake here.
I can't drink coffee.
Yeah, what do you want the interview to be like this the entire time?
Yeah. You should tell him about what happened. I drank coffee. I had a latte. And
Kim had a latte.
One latte.
A single, probably not even the whole thing. It was a mistake.
Yes.
Her normal brain that was like times 2. So it was like shiny.
I've been there. I mean,
for some reason I was thinking of, remember in the building?
The old building.
Yeah, the old building.
The chair?
Yes, tell the story.
She just comes out during one of the commercial breaks, stands up on the chair, starts jumping up and down and saying my name for no reason.
Did you have a latte?
I think I did. And I remember saying, look, I'm tall.
And then Andrew.
Okay, but, speaking of...
Now, if you do that in an interview, I don't think you're going to get hired.
I think you're going to get hired. Well, let me ask Allie first. Allie, how was our interview?
I think our interview was very successful. Kim offered me candy.
Okay.
That was the same thing. That just clicked for me. Coffee.
Did you take it?
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
She offered,
it was Smarties.
It was Smarties. She asked if I wanted any Smarties. I said, yes, I do.
And then...
we ate some candy.
And then Allie said to me, I have a question for you.
What's up with all these reviews on Glassdoor? Listen, it's not pretty.
It's not pretty.
I know.
Yeah. But she told me. We talked about it. It was a great conversation, and now here I am, 4.5 years later.
Yeah.
Here's the truth about Glassdoor. Kim would bring them down to us and show us, and we would just laugh about them.
Oh, yeah.
Although there's a video now on our Glassdoor. It was that, I don't know if you remember this one, but it was where somebody wrote in that in the mornings I stand out in the parking lot with a clipboard.
Yes, I actually do remember that.
Okay, and then when they leave in the afternoon, and that the smoke detectors aren't smoke detectors, that they're hidden cameras, and that if you laugh in the building, I look at you and go, don't you be doing that.
First of all, anyone who knows Kim, she would hire someone to stand in the parking lot with the clipboard.
You think she's
She's
gonna be
not
out
doing
there?
that.
No way.
Especially when it's 110
Yeah,
degrees.
exactly.
Who's nuts?
Absolutely not.
But then you and I had a different interview.
Yes, we were at a restaurant celebrating someone's birthday, and Kim leaned over and said, "Do you want to work for me?" And I said, "What will I be doing?" And she said, "Helping with my show." I said, "Yes," and I showed up the next Saturday.
That was it.
That was it.
Incredible.
The entire interview process. Didn't get any candy, but it was the entire interview process.
Well,
Sounds like you had a drink, maybe?
We had a drink.
We had
drinking.
multiple drinks.
There
that's
you go.
true.
And then I went to your wedding,
Yes.
and that
You're gonna
that
tell this story?
that was I think that was one of my funniest bits.
Was that your?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was your husband's.
No.
bit.
I didn't have my phone on me, and I said, so he's up there doing his vows, and I said to Barry, I said, just call him.
And dumb me had my phone on my person and turned on. And then I look out in the crowd and there's only 2 people laughing.
Pranked him at his own wedding?
Yes.
That's a good bit, though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we were sorry about that.
Sure.
All right. Allie's got some great party tricks to do with your printer. And Andrew has a funny joke, right? Still to come.
Scale of 1 to 10, it's a 37.
Excellent. Stay right where you are.
Beautiful.
Let me tell you about a revolutionary new mobile voicemail app. If you've got a business, your voicemail is probably filled with messages from customers. Often the messages don't contain all the details you need. But what if you were able to get visual information from your callers? That's something you can't do with a traditional audio voicemail box, but you can with Fillmore Productions Video Voicemail. With Fillmore Productions Video Voicemail, callers receive a link to download the mobile app. There they can view important details about your business, watch videos about what you have to offer, and then leave you a video message. Actors and musicians can showcase what they do, and callers to medical practices or repair shops can report their issues visually. There are so many things that video voicemail can do for a business that makes audio voicemail a thing of the past. Discover what video voicemail can do for your business. Visit getvideovoicemail.com. That's getvideovoicemail.com. That's getvideovoicemail.com.
Hey, it's Kim Komando today. Do us a great favor and tell at least 3 friends. We don't even care if you like them about Kim Komando today. And if you want, give us a great 5-star review. Say some nice words because that's how more people can find our podcast. And so Allie always likes to come in with these tech upgrades.
Okay.
Okay, so, pretty exciting stuff here.
All right, captions.
Printer.
Honestly, every time we write about printers, talk about printers, reference that printers exist, we get so many thank you for these printer tips. I don't know what it is. I think they're maybe the unsung hero of people's home offices or offices. So, you know what? Let's just go with it.
Okay.
Let's do some printer stuff. This one I like. This is for the cheapskate because every single time your printer is running out of ink, of course, you don't have more ink. No. Nobody ever buys more ink and
My husband does. I'm just saying.
I mean,
we're
congrats
moving.
to
He's got
you.
a box of HP cartridges.
Oh my gosh.
Order.
Oh my God! I'm going to tell him that you said that. I didn't believe that. I would never say that.
I scolded him for saying it. But
If you are not a hoarder and don't have a bunch of ink around, take out the cartridge. If your pages are getting streaky, shake it up, put it back in, and you're going to get more pages.
this is a tip.
That's a tip.
I mean, this is what everybody does.
Not
right?
everyone knows that.
Oh, wow.
This is a secret.
Oh, okay. Well, then why are we telling everyone?
Because we don't want them to waste their money before, on new printer ink before they need it. You can print from your phone, which is a mind blower. If you've never tried it before, it's very nice. You can open up any document on your phone, and if you're on the same Wi-Fi that your Wi-Fi connected printer is on, you'll see an option to send to printer.
Now, see, you think people will know how to do this?
It's right there.
Okay.
It pops right up.
Okay, well, I was at the Santa Barbara Yacht Club.
Oh, okay.
And this woman came up to me, her name was Chrissy, and she says, "Mind blown, Kim Komando." And I said, "What?" She goes, "I didn't know I could print off my iPad until I read your newsletter."
Oh, really?
Yes, and she's like in her late 40s.
Okay, so very young.
And she's a horsewoman.
I don't know how that connects to printing off your
meaning
iPad. but
no, she's like not a technical person.
Okay.
So not everybody is as savvy.
But if you think about it, if you don't think to print off of your iPad, you would never see the option to print off your iPad.
No, you wouldn't.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so instead of having to do the whole dance where you email it to yourself and then download it, whatever, you can just do it right from there. Keep your printer on. This is a really good tip that you gave, and people liked this one so much that we got multiple comments from people saying, like, thank you. This is so smart. If you turn your printer off, it starts maintenance tasks once you start it up again. So don't mess with it. Just let it go into standby mode. It does this itself. That's what it wants to do. Don't unplug it. Don't turn it off if you're not going to print for a long time. Just leave it. What if you're out of black ink for real? You've shaken, you stirred, there's no ink. What are you going to do? If you still have color ink, you can set the color. Nobody's going to remember this, but basically you're setting the code to very, very dark gray, which you can do with the color inks. So if you don't have any black ink,
a whole bunch of like numbers.
Yeah, it's like a 010101 kind of thing. Yeah, or just select the document, dark ink. One more, if you were trying to print something and there are ads or comments or all kinds of junk on the page that you don't want, I know, you're probably not printing a lot from the internet, from websites anymore, but some people do.
Sure.
My husband.
There you go.
So we can save
always
it forever.
comes back to Barry. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I do actually like to do this. If I'm cooking a lot of stuff, like for holiday cooking, I will print out all my recipes because I know they're going to get disgusting, and then I just, throw them all away, like Thanksgiving or something. There is a website called Print Friendly. You go there, you put in the URL, it takes out all the junk, and so it's just the stuff you need. And you can even choose if you want the photos or not. Don't print the photos; it's going to waste so much ink. But
you can also do that with reader mode.
You can.
On your
you
browser.
love
Do you know
reader
what
mode.
Reader mode is?
Of course I don't.
You don't. I thought you said, of course I do. No.
I don't want to step on your toes, but I have a printer tip.
Oh my gosh.
This is for saving money and avoiding all the technical headaches that come with a printer.
Yeah.
Print everything at work.
Excellent.
Yeah, you don't spend a dime.
Great tip.
It's beautiful.
I love that.
Do you know that if you print at like FedEx or Staples or any of those services,
right,
that in your terms of service that you agreed to that nobody ever...
Because, of course, you need terms of service to print something.
Exactly.
Of course you do.
Is that they say they can keep copies of everything.
And I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Put it all in a database, and then FedEx will find you in 10 years when you're off the grid.
Exactly.
Is this the joke time?
Yeah.
All right. So this is from my 5-year-old.
Okay.
I said, tell me your best joke. I'm going on the Kim Komando podcast, and they need me to tell a joke. So here it is. Kim.
Yes.
Will you remember me in an hour?
Yes.
Will you remember me in 5 hours?
Yes.
Will you remember me in 5 years?
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's
You already forgot me? That's from a 5-year-old.
I like it. That's really
That's
cute.
actually a dang good joke.
That's good.
Yeah.
So now that you're back with us, are we better than K-Easy?
No. They pay me. I did this for free. So no.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
I probably have like a 20 in my purse
All right, then you're better.
upstairs. Okay.
I
Nice
don't
work.
I don't have any money.
Venmo.
Oh yeah.
Sell.
I hate Venmo and
I don't use Venmo. I only use Zelle because I go through my bank account and it's directly from there. I don't have to worry anything. And I like with Zelle, and I don't know if Venmo has the same thing. I can just put in a contact name, and if it's in my contact, I know that it's going to go to the right person.
Okay, do you want to know a downside to that?
Okay.
Is that number one, they get all your contacts?
Well,
okay.
yeah.
Number two is that if you just call somebody and you hang up and then they want to know like who that person is, they can put your phone number into an app and into a Cash App, and then you're going to pop up unless you turn that option off. It's under like friends and family or something like that.
I'll look for that. Because, I don't want to do that. But I just sold something on Facebook, and it was $3,000. And we were going to they were supposed to bring cash, and they forgot.
What'd you sell?
None of your business. And they were supposed to.
It's like a whole bunch of Kim Komando autograph stuff. From when I worked, like a pair of your old shoes, all that stuff.
It's just some DNA. And they forgot the cash, so they wanted to do it through Zelle. What it really stunk is you only are limited to $1,000 per transaction if you haven't done a transaction with that person
really?
before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they had to go and find 3 friends all to send me $1,000 so that I could have the money and they could take the thing. So there are downsides to even stuff like Zelle. But you don't do any digital...
Oh, no, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. I
just complain about it.
You just don't like it.
I'm just, I got to use that Zelle. Not Zelle. I got to use the Zelle.
The Zelle, yes.
The Zelle.
Can you believe they don't take the Apple Pay?
Because, and just being of like, so Barry's like, I'm like, you need to stop carrying wallets and all sorts. So we're just going to put everything in Apple Pay. So I get them all set up on Apple Pay.
Okay.
Okay. And then we pull up at the gas station. And I said, just use your phone to just tap it. And I hear it go like.
Physically smacking.
I'm like, dude, not like that, okay?
This is actually another good tip. If you are the person that's always like putting your phone screen on the thing, no, use the back of your phone.
That's where the sensor's at?
Yeah, the antenna is usually in the back. Yes.
Cool.
Well, Andrew, thank you for being here.
Oh, so much fun.
Okay, can you give us a nice 5-star rating on the podcast?
Absolutely. Not on Glassdoor, but I definitely will on the podcast.
Can you tell 3 friends?
Yes.
Yeah, as long as they give me $1,000 through Zelle, I will do it.
Great.
Can you sign up for the free newsletter?
What makes you think I'm not already signed up?
Are you?
Don't make eye contact.
All right. Thanks for being here, Andrew.
No problem.
Appreciate you.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.
Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what's my checking account routing number?
And this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
And this.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries last month?
And that's just the beginning. Do you, Fargo? You can. In the Wells Fargo mobile app. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Terms and conditions apply. Your mobile carrier's availability and message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Get cash for clothes at Plato's Closet in North Charleston and West Ashley. It's so easy. Recycle, earn cash, repeat. We pay cash on the spot for your trendy, gently used clothing, shoes, and accessories. At Plato's Closet, we buy all seasons, all day, every day. It's time to clean out your closet and cash in. Bring in your denim, graphic tees, athletic wear, shoes, handbags, and more. Sell your styles to Plato's Closet for cash. Then, do it again. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.